I honestly don't know how much more I could take of the anti-49ers sentiment that I'm seeing all over television. It's quite disgusting that you go to some networks and they're supposed to be unbiased, but they're completely biased in their reporting. They make it as if the 49ers have an amateur team and that have no chance of competing in a Super Bowl, and I am just about had enough of that. I think the biggest thing that bothers me about it is the fact that they make Jimmy Garoppolo out to be nothing but a game manager, and you guys know as well as I know that's nothing but blasphemy, and it's farthest from the truth. All you have to do is take a look at a game like New Orleans, and you could see that was not a game manager, because a game manager doesn't go throw for throw with Drew Brees in the dome and help us actually pull off a win that was one of the reasons why we secured home field advantage. I got a stat here that says Jimmy Garoppolo was the only QB in the NFL to finish in the top 5 in pass touchdowns, completion percentage, and yards per attempt during the regular season. He threw 8 passes in the NFC Championship game, but he is not a game manager. And that's kind of the overwhelming sentiment that's going on right now, especially from these clowns like Stephen A. Smith and Orlowski. And it's just, at least the NFL Network is somewhat unbiased in their approach. They definitely give love to both teams. With that being said, I am not going to lie. The Kansas City Chiefs are probably, you look at them from top to bottom, mainly on offense. I'll put it to you like that. When you got Patrick Mahomes, McCole Hardman, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, that's a lot of speed. 49ers are a fast offense, but defensively, I wouldn't say that we are a speedy secondary. And that's my biggest worry. If you think about it going into the game, the Niners should be able to run the ball on these guys. They have the 29th ranked rushing defense, and they are not, all world on defense. So the Niners, I don't have a issue with, or not an issue. I don't have a doubt in my mind that the 49ers can move the ball on these guys and score points. To me, it's going to come down to how we limit Kansas City and how we limit their explosive plays. We, like I said in my previous video, we can't go blow for blow. Can we compete? Yes. But our offense isn't built the way that theirs is built. We're built with running the ball and playing defense. That's the way we play. We have to be able to dictate our play style to Kansas City. Because if Kansas City dictates the game to us, honest to God, coming to you truthfully as a Niners fan, I'm all pro Niners. My YouTube channel is pro Niners. I don't think we could compete their style. The way I look at it is this, and there's a couple key things. One is running the ball effectively. If it works, keep doing it. There's talk that Tevin Coleman could be available for this game. So having a mix of him and Mostert in the game, and possibly Breida, 3 different styles of runner would bode super well for us. I think that would be something that Kansas City could be thrown off by, just because they're all different. All fast, but different fast. The cheetah, Breida, is just, he's like lightning. I feel like him in small doses is your best bet. I don't think he's a bell cow. I know most of you agree. He's just fragile. He seems to get an injured ankle every game. And then as far as, just having Tevin Coleman and Breida kind of being able to mix it up would be huge. And then our game is play action. I feel like Jimmy's one of the best at play action. I feel like our offense thrives off of play action. And if you look at it, if we're running the ball so effectively, man, guys are going to be creeping up trying to stop the run, and Jimmy's going to have, the ability to really go over the top on these guys. Or, in Jimmy's case, over the middle. Jimmy's not an over-the-top thrower. He's a dink and dunker, which I am totally fine with. He can take his shots, though. I mean, remember Emmanuel Sanders in the Dome against New Orleans. I mean, Jimmy, if he has to put it up, he can do it. The second thing is defensively, we just have to we got to limit them. And the way you limit them is first and second down and putting them into long third down situations. That's the best way you're going to handle an offensive like this. Get some quick 3 and outs with these guys. Prolonged drives with these guys is a death of 1,000 paper cuts, but it's also the death of one gigantic paper cut because they can hit you from anywhere on the field with about anything you could think of. The longer the play goes on with Patrick Mahomes, the worse it is for us because he has the arm and the ability to scramble. It's funny, his scrambling is so slow and methodical, but people just have a hard time wrapping him up. As you've seen in the AFC Championship game. I mean, that was one of the slowest, most methodical scrambles I have ever seen, and Titan's going to put a finger on him. So, and then he's a type of guy that likes to hold the ball a really long time, and that actually bodes well for us because if you remember in the NFC Championship game, they were talking about how if you have to go to your second and third read against the Niners pass rush, it's not a good thing. And he's a type of guy that will wait till his second and third read because a lot of their plays are long developing because they're deep shots. The whole point of that is we have to get to him so he doesn't hit those deep shots. Because I don't care who you are, no secondary can hold up that long against that much speed. And we have to be able to get home. We have to be able to get home on these guys. I mean, they don't run the ball barely. They're when the definition of pass happy, if you looked it up in the dictionary, the Kansas City Chiefs would be in there because that's what they are. They are pass happy. They don't run, and if they do, it's a lot of misdirection. Stuff with Tyreek Hill. I mean, they're like we are a power running team. We are a team that can just bludgeon teams and make them bend to our will. That is not the Kansas City Chiefs. So getting them into, long third down situations where the pass rush can tee off would probably be our best bet. And then the last thing really is turnovers. Turnovers in this game are going to be huge. We can't have the Jimmy Garoppolo once a game or twice a game throw where the other team gets its paws on it. This has to be one of the cleanest games we've ever played because that offense, the more opportunities you give them, the more they're going to score. Again, like I said, you guys know it as well as I know it. We can be honest with ourselves as fans. They are as formidable of a team that we've faced all season, even more than New Orleans. It's a matter of, being smart with the ball. And in our case on defense, we have to get a turnover or two. We have to steal possessions from these guys. If we can steal possessions from the Kansas City Chiefs, I think that bodes well for us. So those are my thoughts and my points. I know in the description of the video it says predictions, but that's the how YouTube works. I got to put certain titles in for people to actually find my videos. This is less of a prediction video and more about what the keys to victory type thing. As far as predictions, this is going to be between my heart and my head, and this is going to be a tough one. But I'm still going to go with the 49ers with my heart, even though my head is telling me that it's going to be probably one of the most difficult games we've had all year, and that our chances of winning are, really, they teeter on a lot of things. So, that being said, and going with the type of team Kansas City is and how dangerous they are, as good as our defense is, you just got to be honest with yourself, the type of game that it might turn out to be. That being said, my prediction for the game is the 49ers 42, the Kansas City Chiefs 38. It's going to be a shootout, guys. It's going to be a barn burner. We're going to approach 100 points on this one. And let's just hope the 49ers are on the good end of the barn burner, and we could be talking about our 6th Lombardi. And I will be the happiest guy ever. I know a lot of you will too. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I will talk to you guys later, and I might make another video before the Super Bowl. And thanks for listening, and see ya.